The moment that something was wrong with me, she goes, all I could think about was my illness. I couldn't think about my daughter. I couldn't think about anything else. I was so worried about what was happening with me because I'm going to be honest. Your mom says to me, I was afraid to die. So first of all, know that your mother was waiting to step forward and speak when I was connecting. Because right away she was saying to me, Matt, I have to let my daughter know that I'm here and that I'm with her. And right away she keeps saying to me, Matt, can you please tell my daughter I'm sorry about what happened with the family. I'm sorry about what happened with the family. Because she tells me that you feel like you're all alone and you feel like you're living life, not only just without your mom, but without having all the extended family and members with you. I have to tell you that this woman is watching over you every single day. And what's really tough is this. She says to me, Matt, she says, the one thing that I need to let my daughter know is that I can hear her any time that she talks to me. When I'm speaking to her, this was a woman who had multiple problems within her body here in the physical world when I'm connecting. But this is what I don't like. When I'm speaking to her, she actually tells me that there was like a ticking time bomb that was within her that nobody saw, that was almost misdiagnosed. She says to me, Matt, I was not expecting to die at this time. I was not expecting to leave this world in this way. She says, but Matt, I thought that I was going to be able to survive this, and I thought that I was going to be able to beat this. Because she says to me, you don't know what my life was like. Your mom keeps showing me that she was back and forth to doctors, back and forth to different people, back and forth to different providers. And not only did this affect your mom physically, but she's telling me that it affected her emotionally as well. She talks about being very depressed. She talks about being very anxious. And she says to me, Matt, she says, I want to apologize to my daughter because I didn't get to be the mother that I wanted to be to her. She says that you need to know this because you were living life alone for all those 8 years, the moment that your mom started getting sick. She says, and Matt, I wish that I didn't have to go through what I went through. She says, because the moment that something was wrong with me, she goes, all I could think about was my illness. I couldn't think about my daughter. I couldn't think about anything else. I was so worried about what was happening with me because I'm going to be honest. Your mom says to me, I was afraid to die. So she says to me this. She wants to thank you for the way that you stepped up to the plate to try to get answers for her and to try to help her. Because she just showed me in my visions you switching doctors.
A few, yeah.
A few?
Initially, I mean, she had ovarian cancer, and she went through multiple stages, different types of chemotherapies, different areas, Sacramento and here, so she
that would be why.
Different.
She talks about having to go to a different city. So that's what she's talking about when I'm speaking to her. And she says to me, Matt, she says, what I want to tell my daughter is this, is that she wants to thank you for the way that you stepped up to take care of her. She says, because if there's one thing that I wasn't afraid of, it's when you were by my side. And she wants to thank you so much for that. Because you put so much of your life on hold to be there for your mom, to take care of your mom. And this is what was so tough. For a while, they thought your mom was cured, or they thought that they had it all figured out. Because she shows me it laying dormant for a while, and they're being like, oh, it's going to be fine. You're going to she was expected to make a full recovery. And she recovered for a little bit, but then she shows me it coming back so aggressive. And she says, Matt, I didn't even have time. She says, within just a month or so, she was gone. So she wants you to know this. She says, Matt, please tell my daughter that I left this world knowing how much that she loved me, how much that she cared about me, and every single thing that she did for me here in this world, I will never forget. She says, so you shouldn't have any regrets here in this world. She says, because the one thing that I wish is I wished I lived my life a little bit more. She says, but I just didn't know how when this was hanging over my head. She keeps telling me when I'm connecting that you were bringing a picture. You were trying to bring a picture with you. There's this beautiful picture. It looks like a headshot that I'm seeing of hers. And she says to me, Matt, look at how beautiful I was. And this is actually a picture from long ago.
Well, I actually was going through pictures yesterday in my house, in my room. And there was pictures that I came across of her and myself when I was a baby. And she was there. And she's just young and beautiful and my twin, so.
She says to me that's her favorite picture of her because she's showing me pictures of her and pictures of you and the similarities that the two of you have with one another. And she says to me, this is how I want my daughter to remember me and to think of me, and she's bringing that through. She actually tells me that she has those pictures because she just showed me the backs of them. So I feel like that she signed all the backs, or like wrote little notes on them.
She did. That's how I could tell what year it was, because I was like, oh, when was this?
Hello, pay attention.
Yes.
So listen, your loved ones have me say certain things. When your mom was showing me you looking at a picture, right? That's her way of telling you that when you just did that yesterday, her soul was right there and with you. And when you were having that private moment with your mom, and you're like, oh my God, Mom, I can't believe you're here, or I hope that you come through, and all these things, know that she heard you. She's also telling me another name, all right? This is interesting. I'm gonna get close. I don't know if I'm gonna hit it on the head, because it sounds like it might be from another language. It sounds like Mariana to me.
Mama Noi.
Who the hell's that?
That's my grandmother.
Okay, that's probably what it is. You're gonna know that I can't just start speaking another language or speak another name that I've never heard. If I could, I wouldn't be here on stage, I'll tell you that. But know that one of the things is that those such a sound out names, and she's telling me that that soul is a soul that's with her on the other side, letting you know that they're okay on the other side, and your mom wants to let you know this. She says, Matt, please tell my daughter that what's so beautiful is that I'm able to be a better part of her life now that I'm gone. Because I can look in on your life, and I don't have to take you away from living your own life. She says, so no matter what you experience, no matter what you go through in life, I am there and with you. I love you when I'm by your side, and know that I will always be with you. From now, she says, until the end of your journey here on earth.